and someone in the area rolled up and tried to press him for his clothes and jewelry. Gillie wasn't just gonna let it go without a fight though, and he ended up getting shot 3 times. He was shot and killed in an area of Philly called Oni. It's still not clear exactly what went down, but according to reports, Cheese was chilling on the block with a couple homies when a shooter rolled through and started letting off shots. 2 other guys got hit and survived, but Cheese caught a bullet in the back and was tragically pronounced dead less than an hour later. Rumor going around that Cheese actually had a price on his head because someone was trying to get at Gillie. Gillie hasn't been in the streets in a long time, but rumors say he still had a lot of ops who wanted to settle scores with him.
Yeah,
Cheese just to hurt him.
I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy, but it didn't make a little sense because Gillie was out there robbing niggas. He was out there beefing with a lot of niggas in Philly, and they saying that his son had a price on his head to get back at Gillie. That's crazy.
These exotic boys, smoke exotic ops. You ain't heard about murder boys, we got exotic glocks. Tight to pull up real fast, with a lot of shots. Bitch, I'm feeling just like Mac, I got a lot of guap.
Mula gang, what y'all on? It's your boy Mac Mula, aka Mr. Mula Mac. I'm back with another video. You already know how we rock it. Cloud stock, keep the cushion in my pocket. Listen, man, check it out before I get into the video. Make sure y'all, man, first thing first, make sure y'all have y'all thunky, folks. Make sure you have your thunky, folks. Happy holidays to everybody on Bro Grade. Smash that thumbs up button, that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Make sure you get in that description right now and subscribe to the rest of my channels. Por favor, please, yeah, no, for real, I need y'all to subscribe, man. I got a lot of going on. My GTA channel, my 2K channel, my main channel, second channel, which is this one, I think. My vlog channel. You know, we turned up everywhere, folks. So just don't sleep on me nowhere, folks. Just make sure y'all tuned in, ski. You feel me? I don't, you know, skating ain't nothing too crazy. Now, we got Gillie the Kid video. I know Gillie the Kid lost his son, but I never really knew the story about how it happened, why it happened, what was going on. You feel me? But I know Philly do be crazy. So before we get into the video, rest in peace to Gillie's son, man. Shout out Gillie, shout out Wallow, shout out $1 million worth of game. You already know we rock. And yeah, let's see what's going on. Ski!
Gillie the Kid made it out of the streets and became one of the most positive dudes in Philadelphia. But that didn't stop him from tragically losing his son, YNG Cheese, to the trenches. Cheese is trying to pop in the rap game like his dad did back in the day, but he ended up getting caught in the crazy situation we're breaking down today. YNG Cheese came up in North Philly and started getting in trouble at an early age. North Philly is a wild place where anything can happen to anyone.
North Philly crazy.
And Cheese ended up falling into the trenches like most of the dudes he grew up around.
Yeah.
Back in the day, he was all about playing sports and making it out of the streets that way. But acting wild and staying in the streets held him back from his hoop dreams. And Cheese ended up getting kicked out of school and couldn't play anymore. Sports were his main focus in high school.
Just like his
dad, it didn't work out. He knew he had to switch lanes and find a different path.
Yeah.
He had been rapping and making music since he was around 9 years old. But back then, it was just something he did for fun.
Right.
His dad, Gillie the Kid,
he looked just
was
like
in
his
the
daddy.
studio when Cheese was coming up. And Cheese said that's where he learned how everything in the booth worked.
Right.
Cheese decided to go hard in the studio after high school, but he was still close to the streets. He tried working a legit job at Walgreens for a while, but that only lasted a few months, and then Cheese was right back in the trenches.
Yeah.
What makes his story even more tragic than other rappers dying is that his dad already made it out of the streets and left all the drama behind.
That's why it's f***ed up. It's not because, see, if his dad was still in the streets, or if his dad was like a regular nigga, regular house, regular car, he was trying to come up and get money himself and like that, then that's one thing. But for the fact that his dad and his cousin, well, Wallow is his, yeah, that's not his uncle, that's his big cousin, because it's his dad cousin. So his big cousin, you feel me? Both of them made it. You get what I'm saying? So on some like, man, it's just up that it happened after that, like, after they signed the big contract, after they podcast blew up, you feel me? But I personally think they all they need to get the out of Philly, gang. I don't know why they be in Philly. Hold on, y'all, before we get back into the video, because we finna get right back into it, I gotta tell y'all about the Mula membership. The Mula membership is a website that I started a few years ago. Since I started this website, I have been able to put on so many of y'all, and I want you to be the next person to get put on. I'm gonna give you instructional videos, step-by-step instructions. I'm literally giving you lessons out weekly, daily, for you to understand these different categories. We talking about business, financial literacy, credit, crypto, we talking about stocks, we talking about Amazon, we talking about drop shipping, we talking about YouTube. I'm literally giving you the gems to be a boss, the gems to be a successful entrepreneur in 2023. So this is all you have to do. Click the link in the description, sign up right now for the low price of $50 a month, bro. $50 a month. You're gonna get access to a one-on-one help with me. You're gonna get access to my group chats where my experts worldwide work around the clock, 24/7. to make sure you have the best stock and crypto call-outs. That means all you gotta do is buy the same stocks and cryptos that I'm buying and make some of all this bread. Very simple, very easy. On bro, okay, stop waiting, stop procrastinating. Click the first link in the description right now, especially if you want to be a boss. And if you dead serious, man, if you want to put that work in and get that money on, I'm talking about that easy money on, click that link in the description, shorty, right now, because we only got 2,000 spots, and I would hate to see you be missed out, okay? Like, if I knew Gillie, I knew Wallow, bro, go set up a hub somewhere else. You feel me? Go set up a whole HQ somewhere else. Bring whoever you gonna bring, the cameraman, the marketing man, the this, the that, the third, and set it up somewhere else, gang, and build, because ain't going on in Philly. It's just like Chicago.
He was also born and raised in Philly. Now he's famous for hosting $1 million worth of game podcast.
Right.
But back in the day, he was really out in the trenches trying to get his rap career popping.
Okay.
In the early 2000s, Gillie even had a deal with Cash Money Records.
Yeah, I know that.
Supposed to be working with Birdman and Lil Wayne. It should have been a massive win, but then the situation fell apart and sparked a beef that's still going on today. According to Gillie, Cash Money handed over $200K to sign him on the spot, but they didn't work out any of his publishing deals. He said they just wanted to get him locked into a contract as fast as possible and were trying to play with his money. Gillie said he tried to talk to Wayne about the situation, but Wayne didn't even know how publishing worked. After all the drama with Cash Money, Gillie ended up leaving the label, and that's when Wayne dropped the track Problem Solver and rapped, "Gillie, man, I don't think you niggas should really with me. The gun off me, urgently working and twerking it perfectly. Circle the block, I'm like, f it. I'm busting them, I'm cussing them. Like, f them. I buck them, I buck them, I buck them." After Wayne dissed him,
I
Gillie
know that. I
clapped
know he
back
have
on
a
a rap
diss like that,
DVD and claimed that he was writing lyrics for Wayne and a bunch of other Cash Money artists. And then on the track Warning Shots, he rapped, "Stop playing with me, boy. Lil Wayne, for an OG spank you with the cannon. Give you all 17 shots from the cannon. And you don't want a war with my army? Go get your Navy up. Bosses only talk to bosses. Wake baby up. And what you gotta prove to these niggas? You know I'll put the tools to you, nigga."
I ain't know nothing about this because I'm young. I'm only 25. So when they was doing this, you know, I was a Lil Wayne fanatic though. So if I would have knew about this, I would have been like, that nigga Gillie. I was an out man, nigga. I wanted to be Lil Wayne at the time. Like, I still think to this day, the greatest rapper alive. You can't tell me no different ever. Greatest rapper to ever touch a mic. Who gonna say something different? You can't put together like how Wayne was. I would have been like, Gillie.
Whole time around Cash Money, tutored a nigga. I guess that's what coke and ecstasy will do to a nigga. Wayne responded with Live from 504 and took more shots at Gillie with the bar, "See, you can smell that I smoke, and yep, I sip that lean. You hit me with that combination, it make my eyes bleed. I'm a shark in the water, yep, I swim with the big, so I don't have time to deal with Willie the Squid." Gillie's beat Wayne was getting some shine in the spotlight, but his rap career wasn't really popping off. He was still active in the streets.
Right.
Gillie said he was always stripping back then because he had money from the trenches, and that's what almost got him killed back in 2006.
2006.
Gillie was chilling with someone else's hood, and someone in the area rolled up and tried to press him for his clothes and jewelry. Gillie wasn't just gonna let it go without a fight though, and he ended up getting shot 3 times. Luckily, he pulled through and made a full recovery.
I ain't know that.
Later,
I knew Gillie got shot, but I ain't know it was like that.
His life in another way.
Wait.
He pulled through and made a full recovery. But then a year later, he almost lost his life in another way. Gillie and 4 of his homies got booked for allegedly running the drug ring, and the cops found 89 pounds of weed in the stash house they allegedly. Usually when that many dudes get hit with the same crime, at least one of them will flip on his homies to save himself.
Right.
But Gillie and the rest of the guys kept it solid, and eventually the case was dropped because the cops.
89 pounds. And that's why I say a lot of niggas be talking and snitching because they be so scared. If you understand how the law really work, if 89 pounds is found in the trunk and it's 5 of us in the car, how the they gonna tell us who it is? They can't charge us all with the they can't do that. They have to put it on somebody, and if nobody snitches, nobody goes to jail. Most of the time, motherfuckers get sentenced for jail is because somebody talking. It don't be because they doing good police work and they found out this and they found out that. No, it's because they ask a bunch of motherfuckers some questions. One nigga got scared. He didn't want to do jail no more, so he snitched on everybody else. Whether he was lying or not. Only thing he got to do is twist. It could be all his weed, all his pounds. All that pounds could be his, but he snitched first. So they going to believe him first. You get what I'm saying? And that be food, but a lot of times that be going on. So a lot of niggas is in jail right now, in prison, serving 10, 15, 20 years, 30 year sentences because another nigga got too scared when they would have all got let free if everybody would just shut the up. Happened to me plenty of times.
Didn't have enough evidence. At the same time he beat the case, Gillie scored another huge win. After the news broke, he was signing a deal with Kosh Records. By the time Cheese was coming up, Gillie was already out of the streets and making real business deals.
Right.
When you grow up in a place like Philly, it's hard to avoid the trenches.
Oh, yeah, that's why
Cheese
I don't know
ended
why
up
they
in
didn't
them
move.
just like his dad back in the day. Cheese said he made a lot of mistakes before he hopped in the booth and ended up getting booked on drug charges. He was also drinking lean and popping perks. But Cheese knew he had to switch up how he moved if he was gonna make it out of the city.
Right.
A lot of rappers who come from the trenches get some money and don't even think about how it's gonna change everything.
Right.
But Cheese proved from the jump that he had bigger plans. Instead of letting his homies carry guns and act like security, Cheese hired real guards who had gun licenses so he wouldn't risk his homies getting locked up.
Bro,
Cheese knew that
real
Philly was a
smart.
deadly place to
He
stay,
worked
and he said he wanted to move to California or Atlanta to get away from all the drama. In an interview, he talks about how much beef and killing was going on in the city, and it's clear that Cheese wasn't trying to stay wrapped up in those situations. He dropped his first project, Born a Star, in 2019, called Lil Buzz in Philly. But his real break came in 2021 when he linked up with his brother Mac for the track Ignore. Mac and Cheese grew up in different houses, but they were always tight and started collabing together in the booth. They had plans to drop a bunch of projects together, but then Cheese was tragically shot and killed in his hometown before they got the chance. After Cheese started getting some success in the industry, his first goal was to make it out of Philly. After his son Chase was born, Cheese knew that he didn't want him growing up with.
I don't know why these people, I don't know who told, like, this is coming from the heart. I don't know who told you niggas that you gotta get rich as to leave your city. I left Chicago with $900, homie. I packed my in that motherfucking 2017 Chevy Cruze with no brakes, nigga. I had to make a business decision. It was either you pay some bills or get the brakes fixed. Didn't have the brakes fixed, okay? So it was the bills. We get that later. Nigga, we drove from Chicago. I don't recommend this. We drove from Chicago to Atlanta on some up brakes. You think no, these brakes was grinding. Like, we ain't had no brakes for real, bro. Like, it was by the grace of God we made it to Atlanta. You hear me? Car loud, sound like a lawnmower and smoke. Like, nigga, $900, put it all on the line. It took 2 years, but we 2 years, nigga. I was making a 6 figures a month 2 years later, because I don't play no games, and I'ma bet it all on me. You don't need to be rich, and you walk around with diamonds on your neck. I didn't have no diamonds. You got Beamers, cars, clothes. That, nigga, sell that Beamer and move. Get you a Chevy, move to the suburbs somewhere, nigga. Y'all, I listen, bro. I'm telling y'all, get the hell on, bro. You're going to die. You're going to get smoked in your own city, run around playing. You can't do that. Especially if you don't have enough money to facilitate and really move how you supposed to be moving. Really move with ex-security, ex-Delta Force niggas. They cost, bro. I'm telling you, I know they cost. You feel me? Like, dead serious, bro.
Without a father figure in his life, like so many dudes in the city had to. And by the time Chase was 2, Cheese wanted to be far away from the drama of Philly. Cheese never had the opportunity to see his dreams
turn
come
around,
true,
man.
though.
I'm telling y'all.
On July 22nd, 2023, he was shot and killed in an area of Philly called Oni. It's still not clear exactly what went down. But according to reports, Cheese was chilling on the block with a couple homies when a shooter rolled through and started letting off shots. 2 other guys got hit and survived, but Cheese caught a bullet in the back and was tragically pronounced dead less than an hour later.
I ain't gonna lie, and I ain't know he got hit in the back. He probably tried to run, but the up part about a lot of shootings too, bro, is like you get hit in the back or something like that, bro. Even if you would have survived, gang, your life would have been bad, bro. It would have been bad. You could have been paralyzed, bro. You know what I'm saying? And now your regular life is different, but you can't sit on a block like that, bro. When you got anything going on, if you got a chain, you can't do that. Niggas will hate on you. If you got a rollie, you can't do that. So the cars, the clothes, the clout, all that. If you got anything a nigga don't got, they will hate on you, bro. You drive it. You could be, nigga. You could pull through the block in a brand new Infiniti, 2023 Infiniti. Niggas is hating on you, cause they driving 2006 cars. Like, you can't do that, bro, in your home city, especially a small city like Philly, bro.
But he's been booked for what went down. Now it seems
like
nobody knows why it happened. Cheese talks about moving smart and keeping security around him. But that night, he got caught lacking somehow and was chilling in one of the roughest hoods in the city. Wallow 267 is Gillie and Cheese's cousin and the co-host of $1 Million Worth of Game. He spent 20 years in prison and didn't get to watch Cheese grow up. He said losing his little cousin like that is making him even more dedicated to stopping the violence in Philly. Gillie and Wallow turned their lives around and have been doing so much for Philly that they were even giving keys to the city. Cheese said he wanted to make his own lane and not rely on his dad to be successful. But that's what makes the situation even more tragic.
Yeah.
Gillie had enough money to buy Cheese a crib anywhere he wanted to live.
Right.
But Cheese didn't want to go that way. He was dedicated to his own hustle.
That. And I'm going to tell y'all some real shit. It's one thing to be self-made, bro, but if anybody on this earth that you should accept help from, it's your parents, bro. Like, I'm not going to give my kids everything. I'm going to give you a car and a crib. Figure it out. I'm going to give you a car and a crib, a little startup money. I'm going to teach you a lot of business, whatever that. Figure it out. I'm not holding your hand through your whole life because I ain't going to be here for the rest of your life. You hear me? But I will get you what I didn't have. I will get you a car. Whatever car you want, nigga. Might be 2 cars. You get you a fast car and a truck. So you know what I'm saying? And a crib. Everything else, figure that out. You hear me? Don't be too prideful to take from. Don't feel like you a lame or because niggas gonna talk either way. You feel me? Rest in peace to him. But he passed away. Niggas talk, yo dumb. You should have took that crib from your dad, dumb nigga. Your dad got money. You stupid. You hear me? Niggas gonna say that. But if you would have took the crib, niggas, nigga, you ain't. Your daddy gave you that crib, nigga. So, like niggas in high school used to talk about other motherfuckers because they used to come to school fresh. Nigga, don't be mad because his mama bought him some shoes, nigga. Lame nigga. They supposed to do? Let them, like, come on, man.
But unfortunately, he stuck around the city too long and ended up dying in the same streets he wanted to leave behind. There's no evidence to back it up right now. There's a rumor going around that Cheese actually had a price on his head because someone was trying to get at Gillie. Gillie hasn't been in the streets in a long time, but rumors say he still had a lot of ops who wanted to settle scores with him.
Yeah.
Cheese just to hurt him.
I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy, but it'll make a little sense because Gillie was out there robbing niggas. He was out there beefing with a lot of niggas in Philly. And they saying that his son had a price on his head to get back at Gillie. That's crazy. Let's start there.
We don't know what actually happened yet or why.
Yeah, we don't know though.
I
ain't
another tragic loss for Philly that shocked the city. Gillie said it's the hardest thing he's ever had to go
hardest
through.
Thing.
We
Yeah.
will find out more about who was behind Cheese's murder soon.
You gonna feel like you failed as a parent, bro.
So tap in for updates while the story develops. Rest in peace, YNG Cheese.
Rest in peace to Cheese, man. That's crazy, man.